You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
We call it the mother of all buy signals. So we have a trading system that we used. It's called the VIX trading system. And what we really do, guys, is we look for the VIX to spike. The VIX is the fear index. When the VIX spikes and comes all the way back down, that's when we get our buy signal, which is our VIX trading system. We call it the mother of all buy signals. We shared this last week. We don't get that many of these signals, but when we do, it's good for a 100-point rally in the S&P futures, and it's really reliable. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how that works. I'm going to walk you through the trade. I got the chat open. I was out for a couple of days last week. I was following along. Market's been good. Market's been busy. But again, guys, my name is Jonathan Rose. I get on here live every day the market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Go over the market, share some thoughts. And as long as we get over 150 likes, which we did on our last live video, I'm going to share a trade of the day. So that's the deal, guys. Whenever we get 150 likes, which means likes, like, just hit that button for the quick like. We're going to share a trade. So I got a trade with you guys on my last slide. So I got the questions open. If you guys have any questions throughout, I'm going to open up the slide deck and let's have some fun. The first slide deck, I'm going to share something I'm really excited about. And I take great pride in sharing. Josh shared this in our Discord community. Josh, this is awesome news. Congrats to you, your wife, your family. A glockenspiel for Josh. Josh's wife became a U.S. citizen today. Very, very cool, Josh. And thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, guys, here it is. This is literally from the slide deck last Monday. The slide deck last Monday, this is where I shared the VIX trading system. Right here, we've back tested this going back to 2013. 23 trades, 0 losers. Okay, this is exactly the screenshot from that video last week. We can also do this trade. This is with no stops. With no stops, we're at 100%. And then actually, this is with no stops too. Whenever we use a 21-day stop, we have 3 losers, but it is so unbelievably reliable, okay? This is the back test. These are all our little back tests. We are getting out of this VIX trade. The VIX trading system covers that trade. Here is the new back tested data. You guys can pause this if you want on the replay. And here are all of the trades, never losing, 24 total in and outs, $146,000 since 2013. But guys, this is the mother of all buy signals. It doesn't show up that often. We've had 2 in 2025, 2 in 2024, 1 in 2023. It's very, very reliable. I found this on our Discord, Ken, from 2024. And here's Ken again on Friday, locking in 12,000 smackers. And that was before we even got the great move today as well. Here's something from Jim. Jim wrote this on Friday. Closest thing I've seen to a crystal ball, guys. He calls it the VIX tool. I'll walk you through why he calls it the VIX tool. The VIX. Let me just show you why Jim calls this the VIX tool. And so the VIX right here, this is the VIX of the VIX, right? The VIX is the fear index. So the VIX is how volatile is that fear index. And whenever you see this, guys, the market is going higher. It is so straightforward. It's the easiest trade. We do these things like clockwork. Whenever you see volatility, like think about this, volatility attacks the market. Uncertainty. What's going to happen with uncertainty? Uncertainty, the market's going to go down. This is all uncertainty. Once all of this uncertainty or noise gets out of the market and it's down here, The market's going higher. It's the only thing for the market to do, whether it's the QQQs, whether it's the SPY, whether it's the S&P futures, whether it's the Russell 2000, guys. Whenever we see volatility, here, look, here's the VIX 90. Same exact thing. You cannot get more bullish. This was April. We did the same trade. Same trade. Same trade. Whenever you see volatility attack the market and then get absolutely sucked out of the market like that, build your memory bank. The market is going to be trading higher, okay? And that is exactly what Jim means by the VIX tool is like having a crystal ball. He was able to load up on his Qs. He was able to buy IBM, so glockenspiel. Oh, and then also this, guys. I don't know if I ever relayed this to you, but Jim also took the lifetime access to Masters in Trading. I believe that's $10,000. So thank you for joining. I appreciate the trust, but I'm sure he's making that money back if he's joining. So that is really, really cool to see. Okay. Why did we come here, though, guys? I get it. You didn't come here for the comedy. You came here for the trades, right? So we have our VIX trading system. It's a rule-based trading system, but we're not going to be talking about that anymore. What are we going to talk about? We're going to be talking about a name that I've talked about before. BMNR. BMNR. BMNR was a SPAC, okay? This is all garbage. BMNR, I've talked about this before. This is the ETH Treasury. Over the weekend, ETH rallied about $3 or $4. BMNR hasn't yet rallied. I am bullish. BMNR. We do have open positions in BMNR in our all access, but also I like BMNR shorter term as well. So if you already have BMNR, this trade is not for you. Let me repeat. If you already have BMNR, this trade's not for you. It's the same risk. But if you don't have BMNR, consider November 25s. And what I like, because there's excellent skew, okay? Skew is when stock's at 52.84. If I go to 65, 65s are trading 240. If I go down to the 40s, they're only trading $1. That's skew. The upside calls are priced 2 times more than the downside puts. So when that happens, the trade that we like to do is we want to buy and sell. So what we want to do is $55s, if you can do those for $5, and $65s. If you can do those for, you're not going to do them for $250, but easier math, that would make that, so if you do this for $240, say, buying the 60s, I'm sorry. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write this down so I don't get confused and you don't get confused. So sit tight with me, guys. I'm going to write down the trade. So what do we do? Why don't we do 55? Okay, let's buy to open. 55s for $5. You can do them for $5.05. I'm just doing it for my easier math, guys. And then also, we want to sell. And now, buying 55s, if we sell 65s, we can make $10 on that trade, right? So we want to sell 65s. If we sell 65s for $235, which is just mid-market, and then we have, what's that, 250, 265? 265. So it's $265 of risk. $265 of risk, guys. The most that we can make on this trade is the difference between the strikes, 10, minus 265. So the most that we can make on this trade is going to be 735. And we're risking 265. So risk. And then this is going to be reward. Again, to make it, if you need it to make more sense, please just, the recording is going to be on YouTube. Pause the video, go over. We wrote down the prices really, really clear. Ethereum had a really strong weekend. BMNR is obnoxiously long and levered on Ethereum. So as Ethereum goes up, BMNR will go up. If we have some more follow through in Ethereum, BMNR will really shoot higher. That's your trade of the day, guys. If you're liking these videos, please like the video so I know if we need a new trade ready for tomorrow or not. For everybody in our all access, what we always do is we stop the free video and we hop off to the all access and we go over some of our open positions. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you guys live tomorrow.